Long ago, in a vast and powerful kingdom, there ruled a mighty king. His wealth was beyond measure, his army was undefeated, and his empire stretched as far as the eye could see. He had everything a man could ever desire: glory, power, and luxury. Yet, time is a force no one can escape. The king had grown old, and illness had begun to weigh upon him. His once strong hands trembled, his steps grew slower, and his heart, once filled with ambition, now felt heavy with the burden of passing years. One day, the royal physician stood before him, his face solemn. "My king, your days in this world are numbered. You have given your life to this kingdom, but now, it is time to turn inward. Leave the throne to your heirs and seek peace in the forests, away from the noise of the world. Spend your last days in quiet reflection, in the company of your own soul." The king nodded, but deep inside, a longing troubled him, not for power, not for wealth, but for companionship. He did not wish to walk this final path alone. He had 4 queens, each of whom had been a part of his journey. Surely, one of them would accompany him. His first stop was the chamber of his 4th queen, the youngest and most beloved of them all. She was the jewel of his palace, the one he had adorned with the finest silks, showered with treasures, and given his deepest affections. Surely, she would not abandon him now. Taking her hands in his, he spoke gently, "My love, I have decided to renounce everything and retreat into the forests. Will you come with me?" She looked at him with cold, unblinking eyes. "Go where you wish, my king, but I shall remain here. My place is in this palace, surrounded by comfort and luxury. The wilderness is not for me." Her words cut through him like a blade. Had he not given her everything? Had he not loved her the most? Yet, in the moment he needed her, she turned away without hesitation. Heartbroken, he left her chamber. The king then went to his 3rd queen. She was known for her beauty, admired by all who saw her. He had taken great pride in her elegance and grace, knowing she was the envy of many. "My queen," he said, "I have loved you dearly. Will you walk beside me in my final journey?" She laughed, a sound as sharp as glass. "You expect me to leave all this behind and follow you into exile? My king, when you are gone, I will find another to cherish me. Why should I waste my life mourning you?" The king felt the sting of betrayal once more. He had glorified her, but she had only loved the admiration he provided, not the man himself. With a heavy heart, he turned away. The king's last hope lay with his 2nd queen. She had been his most trusted companion, the one who stood by him in matters of war and governance. She had given him wise counsel in difficult times and had always been there when he needed her. "My queen," he pleaded, "you have been my pillar of strength. Will you come with me?" She gave him a sorrowful smile. "My king, I have always stood by your side. I will ensure that your legacy is honored, that your name is spoken with reverence. I will even arrange for your funeral with all the dignity you deserve. But beyond that, I cannot go." The king closed his eyes, his heart aching. Even the one who had been his closest confidant could only walk with him to the edge of life, but not beyond. As he prepared to leave alone, a soft voice rose from the shadows. "I will go with you, my king." He turned, surprised, to see his 1st queen standing at the doorway. She was frail and dressed in simple garments, her presence so unassuming that he had nearly forgotten she existed. She had once been the love of his youth, but as time passed, he had neglected her, giving his affection to the others. Tears filled his eyes. You would truly come with me?" She stepped forward, her face calm. "I have always been with you, even when you did not see me. And I will be with you, wherever you go." Overcome with emotion, the king realized the truth. He had spent his life chasing after the wrong loves, neglecting the one that truly mattered. And so, with only his 1st queen by his side, he walked into the forest. The true meaning of the story. This tale is not just about a king and his queens. It is a reflection of you, me, and all of us. Each of these queens represents something in our lives. 1. The fourth queen, the body. We pamper it, dress it, and try to keep it perfect. But when death calls, our bodies remain behind, lifeless and still. 2. The third queen, wealth and possessions. We work tirelessly to accumulate riches, believing they define us. But when we leave this world, our possessions will belong to someone else. 3. The second queen, family and friends. They love us, they support us, and they stand with us through life. But when our time comes, they can only accompany us to the funeral. They cannot go beyond. 4. The first queen, the soul. The one we neglect the most. The one we take for granted. Yet, in the end, it is the only thing that stays with us beyond this life. So ask yourself, are you caring for your first queen? We chase after the temporary, forgetting the eternal. True fulfillment does not come from wealth, beauty, or status. It comes from nurturing our inner selves, through kindness, wisdom, and the pursuit of what truly matters. Listen to the voice of your soul. It is the only companion that will never leave you. Take care of your first queen. Life is full of choices, but in the end, only one truly matters. Are you nurturing the part of you that stays forever? If this story touched your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more inspiring stories that will uplift and transform your perspective on life.